I love talking about the things that Abundant Life does specifically for the health of our community. Over the years, we've invited the community to the church for Zumba classes, English as a second language, Spanish lessons, and assisted DSS by teaching parenting classes. We've partnered with our nearest elementary school in collecting supplies, feeding families in need, and when we're able, we provide a breakfast for the entire staff. But this year, we're hosting two very important events: Lifeline Screening and Clemson University Summer Reading Skills Program. Lifeline provides affordable health and vascular screening. We will see around 100 members of our community come for screening, and each time we host, they catch several dangerous situations before they become medical emergencies and get the proper care for each individual. The Clemson Reading Program is a 5-week course where students from kindergarten to seniors in high school receive help in becoming confident and enthusiastic readers. Not only does it help struggling readers to advance, but it also counteracts summer learning loss. Loving people as Christ loves us means addressing their mental, physical, and emotional health, as well as their spiritual health.
One way Columbia First has been blessing our community started with the Love Your Neighbor event we did last June. What this event did for our church is begin to ask the question, how can we reach our community for Christ? And during this time, we felt a burden to pray for an open door to reach college students and young adults in our community. That's when Eli first attended our church. Eli found a home and welcoming church right away. What has happened since then has been such a blessing to witness. Young people full of faith are really exciting to be around. Eli then begins inviting his friends and his co-workers. And one of those co-workers' name is Laquez. And one Sunday, Laquez responded to a message, and he said he wanted to know more about this Jesus his friend Eli had been sharing with him. And so we scheduled a time to connect that week over coffee in a coffee shop. I took the opportunity to explain the gospel message to Laquez. And there in that coffee shop, he asked Christ into his heart. And I remember his immediate expression on his face. At that moment, he said, I feel like a huge weight had been lifted off. Laquez was so excited. He asked if it was okay if he told others. I said, please do. We scheduled Laquez to be baptized on Easter Sunday, and he invited his friends, his co-workers, and his family to that service. And after that service, his friend came forward and asked, I would like to know more about the Jesus that Laquez has been telling me about and about baptism. God is doing some special things amongst these young people in our community. They're hungry for God. I went back to Eli a few weeks ago and said, you're an Andrew. He asked, what's that? I said, when Andrew came to know the Lord, he immediately went and told someone else to come and see. This is what we are seeing happening among the young people at Columbia First.
This past year have been exciting. We have been focusing on being a witness in our communities, our homes, our workplaces, as well as meeting needs of others. We have also been working on being better neighbors to our community by working on the church and fellowship hall painting, fixing the roof, and working on the things that were broken. We received several positive responses from the community about the work that we've done. We have continuously provided food and clothing from our Hands of Grace food and clothes closet for those that are in need. We provided shoes for the shoe drive. Our online Wednesday morning Bible studies are increasing. We're looking forward to God multiplying our congregation as we love God and others. Thank you.
Well, we've had a great year at Lexington Shepherd. Back during the Christmas holidays, we were able to partner with the Lexington County Council on Aging and provide holiday meals. We also discovered that there was a couple in our community that was going through the frigid winter with absolutely no insulation in the building that they were living in. And we were able to provide the insulation and also the labor to fully insulate that building. We've also just broken ground on our new fellowship hall. We're excited about that. And we're just excited about everything that God has done and is going to do in the year to come.
Bendiciones a todos en esta hora. Mi nombre es Leonardo Cortés, soy nicaragüense y junto a mi esposa estamos pastoreando por 37 años dentro de la Iglesia Nazareno. Damos gracias al Señor por el resto de nuestra familia, mis 2 hijos y una nieta, que es la familia que el Señor me ha regalado. Doy gracias al Señor también porque tenemos la oportunidad desde hace 6 meses de estar colaborando en la iglesia Taller de Jesús aquí en West Columbia, y el Señor ha hecho grandes cosas en estos tiempos. Hemos crecido de una familia que encontramos con 3 personas, ahora somos 8 familias, nos reunimos promedio de 30, hay veces un poquito menos, hay veces más, pero el Señor está añadiendo cada día a las personas que van a ser salvas de este ministerio. También estamos siendo una iglesia de sostén propio, estamos pagando todos nuestros gastos y estamos también pagando el presupuesto completo al distrito. A Dios sea la honra y la gloria por siempre. Amén.
One of the ways in which Reconciliation Ministries Church of the Nazarene is able to bless the Beatty Downs community each week occurs after our Sunday church service with a church-wide dinner where all the community members are invited. The relational impact of breaking bread together has provided us with numerous occasions to walk through life's difficult circumstances with our neighbors. Another exciting opportunity that we are about to start is our summer tutoring program, led by our children's director, who also happens to be my beautiful wife, Whitney. We can partake in this endeavor in large part due to the Blessing Your Community grant we received, which enables RM Church of the Nazarene to purchase several smart devices. We plan to upload some educational apps on these devices to help us keep the elementary age children in our community who plan on attending the weekly summer program engaged. Volunteers are already lining up to help facilitate a reading program, and we have Mason from the Columbia Fireflies joining us one evening. Over the last few years, it has become evident that the kids in our community are behind in reading and math. We have seen the need to help our community kids with their academic growth, and the church has rallied behind this program. We look forward to the opportunities God will provide for us to love the children while also meeting a tangible need in their lives. Finally, we have been incorporating prayer walks on Sunday evenings throughout our local community. Listening to the testimonies of our congregation as we debrief these intimate moments of prayer is not only uplifting, but also a vivid reminder that we live in the midst of people who desperately need to know how much they are loved. The Apostle Paul challenges us to shine like stars in the universe as we hold on to the word of truth. That is our most effective way to bless our community.
It is a wonderful privilege to be a pastor, and I'm so grateful for my wife Victoria, who walks with me every step of the way. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to serve as pastor at Central Church. It's a wonderful place to serve. It's a real joy to serve Jesus and His church in this local community of faith. We're making a real intentional effort to serve our neighbors. So grateful for Connie Hoover and Cindy Hofstetler to lead our efforts to reach out into our community. These efforts would include a monthly drive-through prayer tent where several broken hearts have been loved and prayed over. Snacks and cards of appreciation have been delivered to the West Columbia Police Department. Some of our dedicated servants participated in a community Thanksgiving meal that is provided free of charge for many financially challenged individuals in our community. The people of Central Church have donated a significant number of essential supplies and delivered them to the Midlands Orphan Relief Inventory. Several wonderful people at Central provided, cooked, served, as well as cleaned up after a meal that was served for the International Friends Ministry at the University of South Carolina campus. We also have a blessing box on our church campus for any needy person. There are many other random acts of love, of kindness, of generosity, and ministry efforts that are regularly provided by the people of Central Church around West Columbia, and it's all for the mission of God.
Hello friends, for decades, once a month, our church has provided groceries for families in need. 3 years ago, Miss Ann Shaw took over this ministry and it went to the next level. Besides supplying food items for the needy, our workers ask questions to let them know that they really care about it. In fact, if they miss a month, Miss Ann will call them on the phone to make sure that they're okay. And most of them receive an invitation to join us on Sundays or Wednesday nights, along with a calendar of our upcoming events. And if they're going through a crisis, the volunteers will gather around to pray with them. This ministry has grown from 15 families to 45 families each month. Several have become active members in our church, and it has inspired other ministries to improve their outreach emphasis. If you have a food pantry ministry, I would encourage you to come and see Miss Ann. Maybe it could be the catalyst to reviving your church as it has for mine. God bless.
1 Samuel 7:12 reads, "Thus far the Lord has helped us. For the Winsboro Church of the Nazarene, this is more than a distant witness to God's faithfulness. It is as current as today's headlines. He has helped us and we are so grateful." We have a ministry we call One Heart, Many Hands. Yes, we plagiarized the title. However, the ministry speaks to the character and compassion of Winsboro Nazarenes. We gave 5 families $100 each to bless someone in our community. One family knew right away who they were going to bless with the funds. Her name is Grayson. Grayson was 13 years old. She is fighting cancer. The funds were given to her family as a way of helping in their time of crisis. Specific prayers were prayed. Just before Christmas, we received a love offering. Once received, the family warmly expressed their gratitude. Grayson's cancer is in remission. She has returned to schools and anticipating a full recovery. So we say again, thus far the Lord has helped us.